Hello everyone, it's Jebro, it's Shadowlands launch day. Look how many people are here waiting. This is a medium pop server, at the most that I've seen. NA Highjail. I'm playing Shadow Priest. The expansion launches today at 3 p.m. Pacific. That is in about 3 hours, just over 3 hours. I'm going to be playing today. And I just thought I'd tell you a little bit of why I'm excited to play the expansion. What's going on, what I'm playing class-wise. If you enjoy this video or if you want to support the channel, chuck a subscribe, get those alerts, press the little bell, go and check out the Patreon as well, which has been ramping up recently. I hope you're well. I'd love to hear about like games you're looking forward to in the comments below, what you think about WoW, why you dislike this video. I had a couple of dislikes on the WoW video before, but I know why that is. People just don't like it sometimes when you play a different game, and that's an absolutely fine thing. But as you know, if you know me well by now, you know that I do not like to put all my eggs in one basket. Okay? It's just not the way I am. I like to explore things. I like to explore different games. And I'm one of these vets, like one of these MMO players now, one of these players on, especially one of these gamers on Twitch, where you basically have where tons of people come to me and they ask my opinion on a lot of different MMOs, because I've got a massive amount of experience now. I could have a resume. I would be, if I was a job for like veteran MMO player, I'd be getting that job, absolutely. I've been playing a lot of Guild Wars 2 more recently as well, getting back into that heavily, and Elder Scrolls Online and some other MMOs as well. And I want to keep that up, and getting in on the WoW expansion this early, like right when it's launching, is not something I've done since vanilla WoW, and that is awesome, and I'm really excited to share that with people on stream. I'm just going to talk a little bit about, you know, Shadow Priest and why I picked that as well. So, and also because I was kind of running around solo, I was like, I wanted something damage oriented, but I want to be able to switch to a healer later on. I could have gone with a paladin or anything like that, but Shadow Priest was something like completely different that I've not really played. I don't really play like damage dot condition damage classes that much, I guess, but this is like a dot damage class where you have to manage these dots and to get the most damage out of your class. And there's some fun little abilities for PvP. There's like a fear, there's a little bit of control, and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, well, that might actually be quite good, like a silence and stuff like that. So I thought that would be good later on for PvP, because I want to try and get into arena stuff like later on in Shadowlands endgame, when everyone is at the same point, and I've not got, you know, there's no massive like gear advantages, and I'm still trying to learn about PvP and if there is a much of an advantage of gear anyway, which I don't think there is a massive gap, but there's still like a little bit. I know they standardized stats and some bits and pieces change, and you've got like PvP talents and everything else. But yeah, Shadow Priest is just, I don't know, this class which I can do a fair amount of AoE damage with as well. You can focus more into like single target for like, I feel like that's maybe, I don't know if that's more of a mythic dungeon thing for like bosses, or a solo roamer for like questing and whatnot, or depending whether or not you like just gathering a ton of mobs and just leveling up that way. In Shadowlands, I've kind of mixed it, I'm kind of mixing it up a little bit. I'm kind of going for this hybrid like single target AoE damage spec. And there's a guy just standing up in the air over there, which is interesting, and slightly off. So yeah, that's where I am with this kind of class, and I've enjoyed it. And there is two, just have a look at the specializations. There's two healing specs called Holy and Discipline. And I think apparently Discipline got a bit of a nerf, but Holy is like the pure heal spec, and Discipline use magic to shield allies from taking damage as well as heal their wounds. I know some shields got a bit of a nerf in the latest patch. I think because of Paladin wasn't as strong before, because they can give shields as well. I think they kind of buffed Paladin a little bit, or they just nerfed Discipline a little bit, because I think it was being used quite consistently by a lot of people. So that's quite good that you know, there might be a few less Shadow Priests around. I know that it was quite a popular spec as well, I've heard, as I've been leveling, so I didn't pick the worst class to play, which is great. God, I wouldn't have been good. But yeah, so that's an extra ability. Don't want that there. I've just had a lot of fun, man. Okay, my character doesn't look crazy sick. I don't have like, I like this mount. This is a mount that someone on the stream bought me actually. Planeswalker is awesome. A fair while ago when we tried to get back into it back in the day. But I've, even just through playing in the last month, I've been able to get a ton of stuff, like collection wise, like mounts wise, just from collecting, doing quests and playing Hearthstone. And actually, this is a Warcraft free mount, funnily enough. But I've just had a lot of fun with it. There's so many mounts, and again, there's so many pets, there's so many things to collect. There's new raids, there's going to be new dungeons, tons of new dungeons. There's going to be this new system called Covenants, which is something which can, it gives you, I think, empower your class a little bit more. I don't think it's like a massive stat increase or a damage boost to your class, but there's these things called Covenants, which you can align yourself with in Shadowlands to get yourself extra 2 abilities, I believe, as well as maybe some stats and whatnot. And then obviously you're getting from level 50 to 60, so stat increases. Obviously it went down from 120 with the pre-patch before WoW, before Shadowlands came out. So the pre-patch basically made it easier for you to level, which is how I got into this again in the first place, because I wanted to check that out. And it's really like, there's people leveling in like 6 hours to max level. And it's been really easy to get the items, the gear score to get into this as well. So in WoW, you basically have like a gear score, which, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really understand it. But like, gear score is about, you know, all your stats and everything else in your armor that puts your gear score up higher, which you need to get higher. You know, it's not like it's not similar to Guild Wars 2. Basically, the higher your guild score, the better, the stronger you are, obviously. But obviously, you still want to be focusing on the stats, the main stats for your class. For me, it's like intellect, for example. So I wanted to get that gear score up quite high as well. And pre Shadowlands, they brought out these pre-quests, these dailies, where you could get like this gear, which was, you know, it's just blue gear. But it got my item score, my item level up to like 101, which is awesome. It gives me quite high stamina. I'm not sure why. I think it's just, you know, I don't think they've got, I think they've got gear for each class and whatnot, but it's just very general as well still. So it's going to be fine for leveling. It's going to be awesome. I don't think you'll have that if you go into the game now, but if you just go through the game, even if you boost the character or even to 48, if you've got like, want to do that through one of the options when you buy the expansion and whatnot, that's fine. If you want to just level up from level 1, I would seriously say that's a good idea. Even now, like while the Shadowlands is coming out, because I feel like people are going to be coming in brand new today, and that could be fun. So I just wanted to show you, I just wanted to share my excitement. I know this video might not have been very coherent in terms of what I wanted to plan and the fun stuff that I could have been talking about and like the new features and all that. I just really wanted to share my excitement with you. That's all I wanted to do. And as I start to understand the game more, maybe I will try and put guides out there for Shadow Priest, for maybe the new content, maybe putting a couple of quest runs in there, maybe just a leveling video. I know some people mentioned that, but if you could watch a video from me about World of Warcraft, have a little think. What would it be? What would you like to see? Anyway, I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to do 10-minute spiel before I went into Shadowlands. Also, it's a little thing for me to look back and be like, okay, I didn't get many views. I don't care. I just wanted to make a video pre-Shadowlands. Look how many people there are. It's that expansion hype that I've missed for so long, and it's like a drug with MMOs. We've been waiting for so long for something. There's New World, you know, there's Ashes of Creation, there's all this stuff coming out. But at the moment, there's a new expansion for an older MMO. I'm hyped. You should maybe give it a bash if you want to. It's got a sub, I know. It costs money. Hey, sue me. I don't know. People, I will see you later. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Shadowlands Day. Twitch.tv/JebroUni. I'm going to be playing it this week. I'm going to be playing it for another month. I would say to the end of the year. And maybe you want to come and watch that. Maybe not. Otherwise, let me know what you think below. Take care. See you soon.